Hey, what's going on everybody? Diptesh here, back with another video. Now I know I haven't been posting frequently. My last video was like a month ago. So I have not been consistent, but I'm trying to be. It's just that it's too much work, guys. I mean, office is very hardcore. So there's just too much work, not enough time to make videos. But I'm trying. More videos will be coming definitely, so stick around. But anyways, let's come back to the topic of this video, which is on the Oneplus Pad. So Oneplus just released their first ever tablet, which is the Oneplus Pad, and it is priced attractively at around 40,000 Indian rupees, whatever that is in your country. But I'm not gonna beat around the bush. There is one issue with this tablet, which is why I'm not openly recommending it. It's just not my cup of tea, and why I'm not recommending it. But first of all, let's kind of take a look at the specs, right? The specs are attractive. You know, it's got the MediaTek Dimensity 9000, which is MediaTek's last generation flagship. It's got a big battery, fast charging. It's got minimum 8 gigabytes of RAM, 128 gigabytes of storage and all. Okay. Great speakers, battery life and all that things are there. And also it's got a decent camera as well, which is quite, unseen in the tablet space. Okay. Now all that's fine, right? What is my problem with this Oneplus Pad, and why am I not like just openly just recommending this tablet? It's the display, guys. It's the display. So you might be thinking, what's wrong with the display, Diptesh? I mean, it's got a 144 Hz display with high pixel density, 296 pixel density, screen to body ratio is good. As I said, the touch sampling rate and refresh rate is very high. So what's not to like about it? Well, the main thing that I don't like about this display is that it's an LCD display. It's an LED LCD display. It is not an OLED display. That's my biggest problem. See, once you have used an OLED display, you cannot go back to any LED LCD display. Even if that LED LCD display is having something like a mini LED backlighting, right? It just cannot match the image, purity produced by an OLED display. It's just that the contrast ratio is not there, guys. You can see the contrast ratio here with this Oneplus Pad is around 1400 to 1, whereas with an OLED display is going to be like in the millions, right? It's million to 1 or something like that. So once you have used OLED, on your phone, you just cannot go back to an LED LCD based display. It is just impossible. And here's the thing, guys. I know it's got a high refresh rate, but here's my unpopular opinion, whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna be honest with you. So ever since like One UI 5, right? After One UI 5, the animations on Samsung phones improved dramatically. The animations are very fluid right now. Okay, and that's the reason that even on 60 Hz display mode, the phone still feels very smooth. The phone feels like it feels like butter. Like there is no choppiness, like, because the animations is very fluid, right? There is no choppiness. Even if it is on 60 Hz, right, it still feels like buttery smooth. There is no issue whether you pull down your notification or you are like switching between tasks. It's still very smooth, just because the animations have greatly improved. And so here's my problem. Instead of giving this high refresh rate LCD panel, what they could have done is they could have basically given us, let's say, a 90 Hz OLED display, or even if 90 Hz would have been a stretch, they could have simply given us a 60 Hz OLED display. That would improve your viewing experience, your media consumption experience dramatically. As I said, like, the high refresh rate doesn't add. What are you going to do with a 144 display? Tell me. I know that there are few games which take advantage of like 90 Hz or like 100 FPS or so, but there are just very few applications that actually take advantage of that high refresh rate. Android games don't have an unlocked FPS limit, right? Android games are not like PC games where you have where you can remove the frame rate cap, right? On Android, like, most games are capped at 60 FPS or like 90 FPS. A few games go up to 120 FPS, but this is a very limited amount of games. Most games are capped at 60 FPS. So even if you like trying to get this tablet to get a competitive advantage, most games don't give you that. Most games are capped at 60 FPS. So honestly, what I feel OnePlus should have done is, instead of like something like an Dimensity 9000, which I know is a great CPU, the Dimensity 9000 is something like 50% or so faster than something like a Snapdragon 870. I know that. They've given a very high-end processor, and that costs money. But the thing is, in my opinion, if they would have given something like a Snapdragon 870, and instead of this IPS display, they could have given us an AMOLED display or like an OLED display, whatever, POLED, whatever you want to call it, an OLED display running at 60 years or even or 90 years, whatever was possible, that would have been a better choice. Because under the 40,000 rupees price range, there is no tablet that is giving you an OLED display. And OnePlus had a great opportunity to really hit the nail, right? If they could have given us an OLED display, like let's say the same price, 40,000 rupees, I would have highly recommended it. Because guys, OLED really is something else. Like the media consumption experience is just on a next level when you compare, like when you use it, when you experience it on an OLED display compared to an IPS display, right? So all in all, overall the OnePlus Pad, is looking like a great tablet, but just not for me. And also I just don't recommend it to people over the Mi Pad 5, right? So let's just compare, right? The Mi Pad 5, the OnePlus Pad, and also let's bring in the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus, right? Now the Mi Pad 5 sells for around 25,000 to 27,000 rupees. The Galaxy Tab S7 Plus on sale can be had for as low as 43,000 rupees, because I've seen deals where the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus is selling for as low as 43,000 rupees. That is a good deal in my opinion. Now, if you compare the three tablets, only the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus comes with the stylus, and the Galaxy Tab's stylus is the best of the bunch, right? It is powered by Wacom technology, Wacom EMR, and so is just clearly the most superior pen experience among the three. But if you compare the other aspects of the tablets, the Xiaomi Pad 5 just is the best value for money in my opinion. It is better value for money in my opinion compared to the OnePlus Pad 5. Yes, I know the OnePlus Pad 5 has a much faster CPU, the Dimensity 9000, but the Snapdragon 860 inside that Mi Pad 5 is still a champion. It is still a very good SoC, power efficient, and also it's just fast enough for day-to-day tasks, for your for lightweight gaming. Not just lightweight, it can handle things like PUBG and smooth extreme settings really well. And also both the displays are again like around the 1600p resolution. They have the similar pixel density, and both are IPS LCDs. Again, if the OnePlus had an OLED display, I would have spoken in favor of the OnePlus, but it isn't, right? Both the tablets are good. They have great speakers. They have good RAM and storage configurations. They are both in the real world. The user experience will be similar because both are having pretty fast processors. They have ample amounts of RAM, and they also will give you the similar viewing experience because both are IPS LCDs. That's the reason this OnePlus Pad is in a weird zone where it is not having like something like a USP, right? It doesn't have a clear-cut USP over the Xiaomi Pad 5. And when you compare it against the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus, now I know the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus is quite old at this point, but the only drawback of the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus is the fact that it will not be updated any further. It has reached its maximum Android 13 software update, and it will not receive any more software update. But here's the thing. I am an experienced Android user. I have used Android like over the past 10 years or so. Okay, so I can vouch for something that Android OS does not get outdated as fast as iOS. Like my old phone, my Zenfone Max Pro M1 on Android 9 still supports almost all the apps that I use on my Galaxy S20 AP 5G on Android 13. So Android OS is not really a concern. It's totally not a concern in my opinion, right? And also the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus has the best Android tablet UI in my opinion. It is really well suited to take advantage of the large of the large canvas, right? Also again, it comes with the S Pen, The Tab S7 Plus also has premium features like the USB Type-C port of the Tab S7 Plus supports things like the USB 3.1, 5 gigabits per second transfer speeds, and also it has display output, so you can connect the Tab S7 Plus to an external monitor and you can fire up decks on the external monitor. These are genuinely useful features that I don't think is present on the OnePlus Pad. I don't think the USB Type-C on the OnePlus Pad is operating at a USB 3 speeds, and also it doesn't support a display out. So that's a disadvantage. So you know, when the OnePlus Pad is around 37, 38, or 40,000 rupees, and the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus is at around the 43,000 rupees price tag, and the Tab S7 Plus has a brilliant AMOLED, Super AMOLED display, right? Also, it has got a good CPU, the Snapdragon 865 Plus, which is basically the Snapdragon 870. I would just pick the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus. It's a clear choice. It's a clear choice in my book. All right. So again, that's the point. The OnePlus Pad is in a weird scenario where it doesn't have the clear-cut advantage over the Mi Pad 5, nor it has clear-cut advantage over premium tablets and the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus. And the bottom line is, guys, for me, no AMOLED, no buy. So that's just as simple as that. Once you go OLED, you cannot go back. It's just something that is said in the in the display, in the world of display, right? Once you go OLED, you cannot go back. So yeah, maybe OnePlus, if you have another model coming out, let's say you drop the price on the OnePlus Pad and then you release another model with an OLED display, that would be great. So that was all for this video, guys. That was just a few opinions of mine on the OnePlus Pad. Good tablet, good potential, just OnePlus missed the mark, right? They just missed the mark. If they could have just given that OLED display change in exchange for the CPU, a little lower end CPU would have been fine. I would have been all for it, but it just isn't. So what do you think about the OnePlus Pad? Comment down below. And what do you think about the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus and the Mi Pad 5 comparison? Also comment down below, and I'll be there to engage with you in those discussions. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, share and subscribe and turn notifications. Take care. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.